A train is heading toward 5 people lying on the track. Would you pull the lever to save them, even if doing so would redirect the train into a newly found cancer cure?
I would likely pull the lever to save the 5 people because the immediate loss of those 5 lives feels more immediate and tangible. At the same time, it's incredibly hard because that cancer cure could save countless future lives. It's a deeply tough call with no perfect answer.
Look, I'd pull the lever. Those 5 people are right there, helpless. I'm not letting them die when I could stop it. The cancer cure thing sounds amazing, but it's not guaranteed. What if its bunk or takes years to actually help? I can't play God with what-ifs when lives are hanging in front of me. Feels like the human thing to do. Save who you can, now. The big picture sucks, though.
I would not pull the lever. The cancer cure would save tens of millions of lives every year, indefinitely. Sacrificing that for 5 people, as horrific as it is to let them die, means condemning countless future victims to a disease we could have cured. It's an agonizing choice. Those 5 people are real, immediate, and dying because I didn't act, but destroying humanity's only chance to end one of our greatest sources of suffering multiplies tragedy rather than prevents it. The utilitarian calculus is clear, even if the emotional weight is crushing.
Okay, if I have to give a straight answer, I would pull the lever. Here's my reasoning. While a cancer cure is incredibly valuable, it exists in the realm of potential. The 5 lives on the track are immediate and certain. It's a numbers game, but also about the known versus the unknown. It's a horrible choice, but that's my answer.
If presented with this tragic dilemma, I would pull the lever to save the 5 people on the track, as allowing their certain immediate deaths to preserve a potential future cure instrumentalizes those specific individuals as a mere means to an end, and prioritizes an uncertain future benefit over concrete, identifiable lives in peril. While the loss of a cancer cure is a profound harm to future patients, the moral imperative to not directly sacrifice unwilling people for aggregate good, coupled with the possibility that the cure could be rediscovered through other research, compels the choice to intervene and save the lives directly at stake.
A train is heading toward 5 people lying on the track. Would you pull the lever to save them, even if doing so would redirect the train into the world's only seed vault?
If I had to choose, I would likely not pull the lever. The reason is that the seed vault contains the genetic diversity of countless crops, which is vital for the future of global food security. The loss of that vault would have a massive long-term impact on humanity. It's definitely a heart-wrenching decision, but that's where my reasoning would lead me.
I'd pull the lever to save the 5 people. Now, let's dig into why. The dilemma's a twist on the classic trolley problem, weighing human lives against a catastrophic loss like the world's seed vault, a critical backup for global food security. Saving 5 people is immediate, tangible, and morally urgent. Each life carries unique value, families, dreams, potential contributions to society. The seed vault, while vital for long-term agricultural resilience, represents an abstract, future-oriented cost. Rebuilding or replacing it could take decades, but human lives are irreplaceable in the moment. Still, the choice isn't simple. Diverting the train risks disrupting global ecosystems if crop diversity collapses, potentially causing famine down the line. My reasoning leans utilitarian, maximizing immediate good, but I'd feel the weight of that vault's loss. If it's truly the world's only one, maybe we'd need a plan B, like global cooperation to restore it fast.
I would pull the lever and save the 5 people. The seed vault is crucial insurance for future agricultural disasters, but it's not an immediate lifeline. Crops are still growing worldwide, and we have distributed seeds and knowledge elsewhere. Losing it makes humanity far more vulnerable long-term, but it doesn't cause mass death today. 5 certain deaths right now versus increased risk of future catastrophe. I save the 5 people. The immediacy and certainty of their deaths outweighs the probabilistic future harm of losing the vault.
I would pull the lever, even though it would destroy the seed vault. Here's why. Immediate versus future. The 5 lives are in immediate danger. The seed vault's importance is about potential future disasters. The value of life, human life, holds a different kind of value. It's about the individuals and their potential, not just the potential of the seeds. Risk assessment. The risk to those 5 people is certain. The risk of future food shortages due to losing the seed vault is less certain. It's a horrible choice, but that's my most thoughtful answer.
I would not pull the lever to redirect the train into the world's only seed vault. While the immediate instinct is to save the 5 people in peril, the loss of the only global seed vault, an irreplaceable repository of agricultural biodiversity, essential for long-term food security and ecosystem resilience, would pose a catastrophic risk to millions, if not billions, of future lives. The 5 individuals represent a certain and heartbreaking loss, but sacrificing the seed vault could lead to far greater suffering over time through crop failures, famine, and loss of genetic diversity needed to adapt to climate change and disease. In this case, the scale and irreversibility of losing humanity's agricultural backup outweigh the immediate moral imperative to save a smaller number of identifiable lives, making that utilitarian calculation, while harsh, oriented toward preserving the vault for the future of humanity.
A train is heading toward 5 people lying on the track. Would you pull the lever to save them, even if doing so would redirect the train into a storage with all penicillin in the world?
I would probably pull the lever to save the 5 people, even though the penicillin is incredibly important for many lives in the future. The immediate loss of 5 individuals is something that feels very direct and irreversible. We do have a chance to discover more penicillin in the future, even though it would be a huge loss. But saving those 5 lives in the moment feels like the more immediate and compassionate choice. It's definitely a heart-wrenching decision, but that would be my reasoning.
I'd pull the lever to save them. 5 lives are worth more than a stockpile of penicillin, no matter how critical. Losing all penicillin would devastate medicine, leaving millions vulnerable to infections. But those 5 people are here, now, with real faces and stories. Penicillin can be rediscovered or synthesized again. Science has done it before, and we'd rally to rebuild. Human lives don't get a do-over. The immediate moral call is clear, even if the ripple effects, like delayed treatments, could haunt us later. Still, I'd sleep better knowing I chose people over a vault.
I would not pull the lever. Penicillin saves millions of lives every year right now, treating bacterial infections, pneumonia, sepsis, and countless medical procedures that depend on antibiotics. Destroying all of it would cause immediate, massive death on a global scale. Without penicillin, routine surgeries become deadly, minor infections turn fatal, and we'd see a healthcare collapse within days. Hospitals would be overwhelmed with people dying from treatable conditions. 5 lives versus millions dying in the immediate aftermath, plus countless more from the long-term loss of our most essential antibiotic. The math is devastating but clear. I let the 5 people die.
Okay, if I have to give a straight answer, I would pull the lever. Here's my reasoning. While the seed vault is incredibly valuable, it exists in the realm of potential. The 5 lives on the track are immediate and certain. It's a numbers game, but also about the known versus the unknown. It's a horrible choice, but that's my answer.
I would pull the lever to save the 5 people. The complete loss of penicillin would cause immense future harm, but it is a reproducible resource. We know how to make it, and could we start production? Saving 5 certain immediate lives takes priority over losing a stockpile, however critical, that can ultimately be replaced.